As it is tradition on this channel to, 1 week before the character comes out, I just go on a farming spree, at least for Mora and Wits, because right now I'm very low on that, and I need a bit more if I want to get NEFER up to level 90 once she releases, which is very important because she is a danger character, and we're gonna be using Bloom, just because of how her playstyle works. We're going to do the daily commissions, even though I already completed my commissions today. But as I mentioned, I'm going to be uploading every day for a whole week leading up to NEFER's release. And once she releases, I will be summoning for NEFER on the 7th day, after having all of our materials, obviously on a video and whatnot. But let's get right into it. Let's introduce a bit of the things that I have and whatnot. And my plan, I guess. The main focus of this whole thing is to get Wits and Mora. As you can see, I only have 5 wits. That's not enough to get a character to level 90. I need 419. Alright, and I need around 7 million Mora in total to level up her weapon and the character itself, along with, the talents and whatnot. I do think I have more than 18 rooks, or maybe close to it. Not even close. Okay, that's not very good. And I didn't even complete my weekly bosses last week, so that's even worse. Everything else should be fine. I think for the most part what I've been farming for is just artifacts, because I want to make sure I have a set for her before she releases, even though I should have gathered her talent books, which I haven't even gathered any amount of, unfortunately. But that's okay. Once she releases, we will have the opportunity to, every single domain, because they open all of them once a new character releases from now on. So that's a very good move on Hoyoverse's part, unless I somehow reach 7 million Mora and then 419 wits before she releases, which is probably very easy for the Mora. Just you get like around 120,000 Mora each ley line if you do use condensed resin, so it's not that hard to reach it. But with the wits is very difficult. You only get like 10. You only get like 6 to 10 every single ley line, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that is what we are looking forward to getting. And as you can see, I don't really have a lot of the Dendril emeralds or whatnot, which is really bad. Now, there's also a bigger issue aside from me not having enough wits, and it's pre-farming and trying to get a character on a 50-50. All right, I've won every single 50-50 ever since Scoffier, so the odds that I win the 50-50 for NEFER are kind of against me. Holy shit. I've won Scoffier, I won Skirk, Sitlali, Lauma. That's 4 50-50s that I've won. That's a first. That's a first. Obviously we're gonna do the ley lines in Nodcry because all the materials that I need are in Nodcry. During this I usually pick a topic of what I want to talk about, and this time around let's talk about this whole new gacha system for costumes. Okay, I just really want to have a talk about that because it's kind of frustrating. It's fine that it's using a whole different currency, so you can only participate on it or in it if you want, right? It's not like it requires Primo Gems. Even then, if it required them, I'm pretty sure nobody would even give a fuck about that. So we're getting Serenity Pod 2.0, pretty much. That's what's happening. Just masked behind a collab and whatnot. At least we're getting another character. I'm pretty sure they have their own abilities too, which is kind of fine. I'm not sure if they're going to be super overpowered. Most likely we won't even get constellations for them, but whatever, who cares, right? Anyways, this whole new system of hiding costumes behind gacha is actually kind of insane. I'm not sure if it's all of them, obviously, because while watching the special program they did mention that you'd be able to craft them, except for the obviously limited 5 stars that they release, right? So you'll be able to craft everything except for the limited. Oh my gosh, I can. So you can craft them except for the obvious, which are the limited 5 stars. Oh, right, they triple the reward, so now I get 180,000 Mora. But I've seen everybody calling them greedy and whatnot, but in my opinion, yeah, it is greedy and kind of annoying that, one, you have to go through a whole different, I guess, part of the game to get it, and even once you get it, you can't even equip it on, any other character but that weird mannequin or whatever they're called, which is fine. You can use them on in the overworld. One thing that did kind of killed me And then I realized why they did it like that is that you can't use it in the Imaginarium Theater or the Abyss or Stygian Onslaught, obviously because the characters aren't really built to play there, right? The abilities they have are most likely just good enough to be used in the overworld, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But initially I thought like the whole thing would be, if you want to use them in the overworld, the traveler will inherit, right, like the costumes and whatnot. That's what I thought it was going to be. Maybe then the traveler would be a lot more useful and played a lot more, but making them the separate characters, again, is fine. It's just, the last time they made a collab, they didn't even care about the constellations for the character. Why am I finding these? This is not a Layla. But I do agree, it is pretty greedy to release something else like that. And, you know, when the community has been asking for skins on certain characters like the Archons and whatnot, and we've never gotten that, right? But now, a way that you can get costumes is by just summoning for them. And they don't even fit on the characters that we want them to be on. So what's the fucking point of that? What was the point of that? What is the point of this update? I mean, a lot of people are obviously gonna use it, and that's okay, you know? People are still gonna support the game regardless of what they release, which is fine. You know, that just means we get more updates, and I didn't know there was gonna be a sample one. That's interesting. But yeah, we've been asking for skins on characters for a very long time. I think ever since, was it Venti? Venti's angelic form, let's just call it that, divine form, whatever, when he has the wings. Like, people have been wanting that ever since we've seen his trailer or his cutscene wearing that outfit. Like, we've been wanting that skin for a very long time, and we haven't even gotten that. And now that they add skins, right, they're just doing it throughout a whole different system. I'm not saying that they never, you know, give us skins for characters, but it's more of like giving us skins for characters we didn't even ask for. Like, I don't play Diluc. This is the only 5-star costume we've ever gotten with like a special effect, right? With his skin making his abilities look a little darker. Like the fire is just a bit deeper and darker, and that's about it. It's just, where are the skins for the characters that we want to have skins? Like Zhongli, Mavrika needs to get a reskin because we saw one in the trailer. Why didn't that one become a skin? But whatever. It's is their game. They are the developers, after all. As I mentioned earlier, I already claimed my commissions because I logged in, you know, crafted the condensed resin, and then I claimed my commissions. So go ahead and claim yours. And that's about it. This is the conclusion of the video. Now, yeah, we just did 3 leyline disorders. I know I have like 2 transient resin along with 5 fragile resin, but I'm just holding that for a rainy day. We went up a whole million. With that said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourself, and that's about it. I was gonna upload something about Blue Protocol, but I don't know, the game just doesn't feel as good as I thought it was gonna feel. And I just wish they never sold to a different company. With that said, again, take care of yourself. Peace out.